Welcome back, everybody. I am putting this video on to talk about Texas tornadoes. Texas tornadoes during the month of June, anywhere from May through July, is some of the worst times to actually be in Texas. We just experienced a horrible session of tornadoes and the 1st of June here, and we had tornadoes literally pass right through our property, and the neighboring towns within 10 to 20 minutes of us were hit really hard. I'll put some pictures up here and show you. We are experiencing right now a high humidity, and we are actually experiencing tornado warnings like we never have since we arrived over 2 years ago. One thing that Julie and I have to deal with is mental sanity living in an RV. RVs do not fare well in tornadoes, and they are extremely unstable. 2 nights ago, when the tornado blew through our property, we just caught the edge of it, and it picked trees up and threw them hundreds of yards. None of our trees, fortunately, nothing really got destroyed here on our property. Our ducks and our geese are still here, and I heard that people's animals disappeared, which isn't a funny situation. It's just I'm laughing about our ducks and geese because they seem to be very fortunate. Other than we did just lose a goose to a coyote, and we're on the warpath for him right now. If he comes back, he's going to find out that, you know, he's allergic to lead. But I can say that going through what we just did has changed Julie and I's entire philosophy as to what we're going to do in the future with this piece of property that we're on, or other pieces of property that we're purchasing or we own. And that is the original idea that we were going to do is we were going to put up what is very popular here in Texas. They're called barn-dominiums. For those in other states that don't know what a barn-dominium is, it's basically a barn that is converted into a home. And you can get the shell for really reasonable compared to a stick-built, but you have to do more shoring up, and you have to stabilize it and so forth. That's out the window for Julie and I, due to the fact that we have just seen and watched some barn-dominiums just get vaporized. Now, our new game plan is, and this is a good opportunity for you right now to hit that like and subscribe button, and you're going to be able to follow along as to how we are going to build an indestructible home, tornado proof. Now, you have seen what we did with our shelter, which was quite unique, and we've had a lot of conversations and a lot of interest with it. That we were originally going to build our tornado shelter out of earth bags, and we ended up finding a really good deal on railroad ties. So we built an 18 by 27 underground tornado shelter, which is still in the works. And for you that have been waiting for a follow-up video from part 6, part 6 really wasn't, I might take part 6 down due to the fact that I've had a lot of individuals show that they're not too happy with it because we didn't do as much building in the video. We did more conversation, and it just wasn't that interesting. So I might take part 6 down, and I might redo part 6 for what we're going to do in the continuation of the shelter. Right now, it doesn't have the concrete floor in it. And we still have to put the walls and the interior parts into it, along with the power and water and so forth, which is going to potentially happen in the future. But right now, because we are in the dry zone of East Texas, which is Tornado Alley, I think I have a map that shows Tornado Alley, and I'll see if I can put that up for you to see. But we still have about another month of dealing with tornado threats and warnings. And the nice thing is, though, is we do have our shelter to go into. Now, a couple days ago when the tornado just skimmed us, Julie and I don't know, we were rather idiotic in staying in our trailer. There was times to where the trailer was really rocking back and forth from the winds, but every time it subsided, we got a newfound confidence that we weren't in danger, so we stayed in it. But after the fact, when we seen all the danger and the trailers flipped upside down and so forth, we're not going to do that anymore. We have those winds, we have the threat. And here's another problem. Since we got here, we have apps that has tornado warnings that come up on our phones. But this last tornado, not one tornado warning popped up on our phone, just extreme thunder and lightning and hail. Not one tornado warning. I don't know what happened with the Texas weather forecast, but because we didn't get the tornado warnings, we took it as though that there wasn't a tornado threat. That's out the window. Not trusting that anymore. If we see the high humidity, if we see the 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, if we see the hail the size of baseballs and ping pong balls falling, we did not have that here. But just right down the road, they did, and people's windows were smashed out. Carports had holes popped through them. And when you think about it, think about the size, a hail ball the size of a baseball that is dropping thousands of feet, and the velocity that those things are going. Matter of fact, if you have ever watched our channel, you know that we are metal fabricators now, along with selling wood, gas, and pellet stoves and so forth. I am creating a new product for RVs, which you're going to be very interested in seeing, that's going to save RVs from hail damage for skylights and vent covers and so forth. I'm not going to give it away. I'm kind of prodding you to hit that subscribe button. And this is a good time to announce this. YouTube is upset with me. I don't know why. I think it's because of my some of my videos that I put out there that they don't like, where I am showing a political direction one way or another. You know what? We moved here to Texas because we like our freedom. We love our country. We love our law enforcement. Our military rocks. And they don't necessarily seem to like that. And for many of you out there, you understand why. Some of you might, this might not make sense to you, but they're taking away subscribers. We were up to 2,500 or 2,500 subscribers, and they've dropped me down to less than 2,000 now. And it seems to be every time I get a new subscriber, they take one away, or they take two or more away. So it seems like they're trying to edge me out. And now I am trying to move everything over to Rumble, because Rumble is not doing that right now. And I hope that they don't get bought out, or they don't sell out to, to some YouTube, type corporation that starts following the same policy. So anyhow, you are going to start seeing some RV products for you RV fans out there that we are designing, and we are going to be manufacturing. I'm going to be cutting some here in the next week, and as soon as I get them powder coated and I get them installed on our park model, our Salem Villa, I'm going to make the video. I'm going to put it up there, and if any of you like the idea or would like one of the products, if we start getting interest, we might start selling them. So stay tuned for that. I don't want to discourage too many of you right now by not telling you our new idea, our new design for tornado-proof home design. It's happening out there right now, but it is something that really needs to be focused on and talked about. And the way that we're going to build this, if we do have ping pong to baseball size hail, it's not going to come through our roof. And if a tornado comes through, the way that we are designing this, it should stand strong, and it should be able to resist the up force, the down force, the side force, and it should be standing there after the tornado's come and gone. We sold a piece of property that we had that we were going to turn into an RV park in order to fund this this new project. We were going to open an RV park, but we ran into some problems to where we didn't have access to city water, or at least the quantities that were going to be necessary for the RV park. We were going to drill a 500 to 1,000 foot deep well. We were going to have a very strong commercial pumping system that was going to pump 10,000 gallons of holding water into tanks, and then we were going to have a water distribution system that pumped to the different RV pads and tiny homes that we were going to put up. So that didn't happen, and that property just sat there. We had somebody that made us an offer that we couldn't refuse, and we took it. So now we're going to move on to this new project, which is pretty much going to be directed at tornado-proof building. I don't want to sit here and be like the Tower of Babel, saying, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, nothing's going to take it down. Well, I can tell you that if I don't want to tempt, fate. So I appreciate you all following along and watching us, and I can tell you this is going to be a very interesting journey. But I can tell you this, after we're done, if a tornado threat does happen, we're going to stay right inside our home, and we're going to pretty much hopefully feel confident that it's doing what it's designed to do and what our thoughts are. So you guys all stay safe out there. God bless Texas, and God bless the USA. Peace.
Oh my God! Get down. Hey, put the backpack on your left. You guys taking a video? Yep.